So I want to welcome everyone to the 2022 Virginia Council of Teachers of Mathematics Awards Ceremony. I am so very happy that you're able to join us tonight, especially since some storms have definitely been rolling through, and I'm hoping that we're not going to lose any power with any of the folks who are running the show here tonight. My name is Lynn Foshee-Reed, and I am the VCTM president. I am winding up my term, and this I feel like I'm going out with a bang. This is I think the last the last event that I will get to officially coordinate with everyone, and it has been a very great pleasure. So I am going, as I mentioned to some of you, this is being recorded, and you will be able to find it, I would say within a week or so, on the VCTM website. I'd like to right now go to our sharing my screen, as I often say to my students whenever I'm doing a virtual class. And let me just get us started here at the beginning. All right, so once again, welcome to the award ceremony for this year. During this time, we're going to be celebrating those VCTM members and other math teachers here in Virginia who are the recipients of a grant, a scholarship, or an award. In addition, I just want to say that I am not going to be running this all by myself. We have a lot of great committee chairs who are going to be helping me talk about these great award recipients and our scholarship winners. And so I will be letting them introduce themselves at each appropriate time. So I want to make sure that all of our guests understand that the Virginia Council of Teachers of Mathematics is a statewide organization, and we really try to dedicate ourselves to encouraging active interest in mathematics teaching and learning. We try to have quite a few activities aimed at helping our teachers improve themselves, to grow stronger, and to support one another. We also try to facilitate cooperation among the various organizations devoted to mathematics teaching and learning across the state. One of the things that our organization is required in our Constitution is to have an annual meeting. Because our last two conferences have been virtual, we are going to sort of check this box today with a very brief annual meeting of our organization. And so I first want to just share some information that was given to me by our secretary, Ginger Lewis. And she wanted me to summarize that our organization is very healthy financially, that our checking and savings balance is right at about $105,000. There are no outstanding debts. And I just wanted to note that because of the pandemic, our expenses over the last 2 years have been quite minimal. We do also have in a separate investment account a $100,000 gift that was provided by Dr. Staurt Flanagan. And this helps us to fund the substantial Flanagan grant for innovation in mathematics education. And I believe we're going to hear a little bit more about that grant in a few moments. I also would like to take the moment to do a quick overview about some of the things that our monies have gone towards supporting. In September of this last year, we continued our professional development webinars, and I want to thank Shelley Pine for coordinating this effort. On September 23rd and the 30th of last year, we had professional development webinars, And there were two strands that were made up our focus. The first one was culturally relevant teaching, and the second one was differentiation practices. I think they were very successful, and I'm hoping that we will be able to continue this idea of professional development webinars for our membership. I also would like to highlight conferences. As I mentioned, we have had to have virtual conferences the last 2 years just to make sure that we are being very safe in this time of COVID. In the most recent one was in March of this past, during this year. And I would like to celebrate that our wonderful keynote sessions, as well as many of the individual teacher-led sessions, those videos are now available to the conference the attendees, in case they missed one, they wanted to pick up on another one or listen to another one that was at the same time. They can go onto our website, and those sessions are now available. And these will be available for the conference attendees until September 13th. And at that time, there are plans being made that they will be available to all VCTM members, not to the general public, but to all of our members. I very much was thrilled with both of the conference keynote sessions. Ron Lancaster and Mandy Jansen both gave really inspiring and thought-provoking talks. Happily, the board met and seems very committed to our next conference in March of 2023 to being back in person, perhaps with a few options for distance attendance, as just options for those who may not be able to be there for the whole time. This will be at George Mason University, and I do want you to put it on your calendar, save the date, March 17th and 18th of 2023. And I would also be remiss if I did not highlight our award-winning journal, the Virginia Mathematics Teacher. It is a beautiful magazine, and we also have digital options for it. But the one that you can feel, the one you can hold and look at over a cup of coffee or whatever, are just wonderful magazines. The one that I have pictured here on the left was the one that was devoted to teaching mathematics during the COVID-19 pandemic. And the one on the right has just gone up, the digital version, and the paper copy should be in mailboxes soon. That one there on the right, as you can sort of guess from the lovely images that are on the cover, is devoted to mathematics in nature. All right, so now we'll turn to the reason we're gathering here tonight, and that is our awards and recognition. I really want to emphasize that I love this quote, that if we have to put somebody on a pedestal, let's put teachers, and they really are society's heroes. So without further ado, we will begin tonight's ceremony.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for being here to honor.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for being here to honor our award recipients. My name is Scotty O'Neill, and I'm a high school teacher at the Stewart School in Richmond, Virginia. Today, I'll be talking about the First Timers Grant. The First Timers Grant provides the recipient reimbursement as a first-time attendee to a VCTM or NCTM conference. The applications were due at the beginning of January, and recipients were notified in January. And this year's recipient is Jennifer Evans. Jennifer Evans just finished her first year as a middle school math specialist in Petersburg City. She's dedicated to educating her team of teachers about methods to provide quality learning experiences for every single student. Jennifer looks forward to using the First Timers Grant toward attending the NCTM conference in Baltimore this fall and sharing everything she learns with her team. So big congratulations to Jennifer.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Barbara Filler, and I am a high school teacher at the Stewart School as well in Richmond. And the purpose of the professional development grant is that it is to support current VCTM members with a grant up to $1,000 to attend conferences, workshops, or other professional development opportunities to provide tuition reimbursement for math education coursework. And we do award up to 3 grants each year. So our first recipient for the professional development grant is Melanie Loker, who is from Chesterfield County, and she is passionate about math education. She is in her 4th year as a Title I math instructor. She is vested in professional growth. Melanie has decided to deepen her understanding of best practices in math pedagogy. She has recently enrolled in a master's degree program at George Mason University. And at the end of this 2-year program, she will have a master's in curriculum and instruction, as well as a math specialist K-8 endorsement for her VA Virginia teaching license. This grant helps her to defray the cost of attending George Mason University. Our second professional development grant awardee is Kate Rossioli, and she is an elementary teacher in Prince William County. This grant will help her fund her attendance at the Association of Mathematics Teacher Education's conference. This conference strands include equity, professional development, and technology, all directly applicable to her position as a math coach. As a member of the board of the Battlefields of Northern Virginia, she plans to share what she has learned with the rest of the board. She hopes this will inspire and empower them to commit to creating equitable classrooms where all students can access mathematical ideas and concepts. Our final 2022 professional development grant recipient is Holly Tate. She is a high school teacher in Alexandria City Public School System. This grant will help fund her attendance at the 2022 National Council of Supervisors of Mathematics Annual Awards Conference. The focus of the conference is on learning about culture, access, and equity and leadership for students who have been historically marginalized. Not only will Holly have the opportunity to learn from many others at the conference, but she will also be a co-presenter at a session entitled Towards Disruptive Leadership, Igniting Educator and Student Critical Consciousness Through Social Justice Mathematics Lessons. She is passionate about teaching, about learning, cooperating and collaborating with others, and networking with like-minded individuals to impact the change for justice. Congratulations to the professional development grant recipients.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Reagan Davis. I teach middle school math over at Great Bridge Middle School in Chesapeake. The affiliates grant should be used for projects in your area that will benefit your affiliate and will directly impact or indirect the teachers in that affiliate. For example, a new initiative for your affiliate could be a math contest for students or professional development for teachers provided by the affiliate. Mentorship or sponsorship of an affiliate is also an acceptable request for this grant. This grant will be awarded up to $1,500. Applications are due in November, and applications will be available and can be downloaded at vctm.org, and more information will be coming to our local affiliate leaders very soon.
Hi, my name is Joan Kernan. I'm the elementary math program specialist in Petersburg City Public Schools, and congratulations to all the grant winners so far. The committee chairperson for the Staurt Flanagan Innovation Grant in Mathematics in Education Grant. This grant was endowed by Dr. Staurt Flanagan, the first president of VCTM. His goal for this grant is to support educators who have great ideas to improve math teaching and learning by giving them the funds to create a meaningful, innovative project that enhances some aspect of the K-12 math curriculum. Do you or a team of teachers have ideas to increase student motivation, make math meaningful for students, and increase student achievement? Then this grant can help fund those ideas. The requirements for the grant proposals are found on the VCTM website at vctm.org. And we look forward to reading your creative and innovative proposals.
Good evening. My name is Matthew Reams, and as the chair of the Edward A. Anderson Scholarship Committee, it's an honor to recognize 3 individuals tonight. VCTM awards a $2,000 scholarship for up to 3 college students each year. Each applicant must meet 4 core criteria: be a Virginia resident, be a full-time student attending a 4-year college or university, be currently enrolled in a degree-seeking program with a concentration or major in mathematics, and be planning to teach mathematics in a Virginia public or private school at the elementary, middle school, high school, and/or college level. Applicants also complete a personal statement and provide academic transcripts and 2 letters of recommendation. Applications for the next round of awards will be available to download at the VCTM website in the fall and will be due by December 1st, 2022. This year, the VCTM has awarded 3 scholarships. First, Maria Fuentes, a student at James Madison University, studying middle grades education. One of her professors wrote, "Ms. Fuentes is passionate about catering to the needs of diverse groups of students. She wants to develop a safe classroom environment that welcomes every student. She wants to learn how to incorporate social justice issues into math projects to provide students with an opportunity to engage with the community." The second scholarship goes to Megan Landis, a student at the University of Mary Washington, majoring in elementary education with a math specialization. One of her professors said this about Megan: "Amongst her peers, Megan has set herself apart in terms of mathematical knowledge and quality of work." Her 6th grade mentor teacher wrote, "I am confident that Megan will make her an amazing teacher and be a great influence on her students." And the 3rd award this year goes to Sabrina Khan, a student at Virginia Commonwealth University majoring in mathematics. One of her professors said this: "Sabrina shows clear potential to become an outstanding mathematics teacher based on her academic prowess, her explanations of mathematical concepts, and her work as a tutor and student-teacher observer. She has a knack for explaining complicated mathematical concepts in intuitive ways during small group work and in her assessments, finding just the right words that help fellow students grasp how something works." Congratulations to all 3 awardees.
Good evening. My name is Dr. Darrell Corey. I'm a professor at Radford University, a mathematics education professor at Radford University. I am the person in charge of the Ena Gross Scholarship. The Ena Gross Scholarship, the purpose of the Ena Gross Scholarship is to provide financial assistance through tuition reimbursement for teachers seeking math endorsements in middle or secondary mathematics, or individuals who are switching careers in mathematics. 2 recipients each year are eligible to receive up to $2,000 in reimbursement after completing a mathematics or mathematics education course. The information for this scholarship will be posted on the VCTM website, and we look forward to hearing from potential applicants next year.
So at this point, I'd love for us to take just a pause and let you all unmute yourselves. And let's hear it for all of our grant and scholarship recipients. Yay! So, and I also will want, before I go on to the next part of our award ceremony, is to emphasize that if you are a teacher or a pre-service teacher, if you are a professor, if you are a member of VCTM or want to become a member of VCTM, please encourage those colleagues and others around you to look at all that we do offer in grants and scholarships. Let us help you, especially the affiliates and the Staurt Flanagan grants. Those could really help larger groups, not just individuals. And so this summer might be a great time to start thinking about what sort of project or endeavor would you like to see done at your school or district or affiliate. All right, at this point, let me back up just a moment. I was a little fast on the trigger. I want to start our part of our ceremony that is going to uplift our Educators of the Year.
Good evening. I am Nikki Harris from Virginia Beach City Public Schools. I am pleased to be here this evening on behalf of the VCTM to recognize the Educator of the Year awardees. Each year, VCTM recognizes classroom teachers at the elementary, middle, secondary, university, and math specialist level for their outstanding work in mathematics education. Candidates are nominated by a colleague, followed by a rigorous application process completed by the nominee to be considered for this awardee. The following are our 2022 awardees. The 2021 elementary awardee is Stephanie Kissinger from Charles Barrett Elementary School and Alexandria City Public Schools. Stephanie frequently works with students who do not view themselves as mathematicians and believe that struggling means they are not smart. It is Ms. Kissinger's mission to change that perspective, to help students see that if you aren't struggling, you aren't learning, and everyone has something to offer to the conversation. Carrie Delfrat, math interventionist, stated that Stephanie has a way of making math fun, interesting, and relevant to fifth graders. She shares stories of math in her life with her students, which guides them to discover the importance of mathematics in their own lives. Teresa Wills, assistant professor at George Mason University, wrote, Stephanie Kissinger is an educator who is respected and knowledgeable and consistently goes over the top to support teachers and students across the state of Virginia. Marcella Ahern, assistant principal of Charles Barrett Elementary School, recognizes Ms. Kissinger's enthusiasm for math through her connections with students and her ability to provide quality instruction by utilizing many strategies so that her students can learn and be successful. Congratulations, Stephanie. The 2022 middle school winner is Far Quinn from Jefferson Houston Pre-K through 8 IB School and Alexandria City Public Schools. Ms. Quinn wrote, tasks are more engaging and relevant to students than activities found in a more traditional mathematics classroom. She continuously implements tasks that promote reasoning and problem solving by using and connecting mathematical representations. Dustin L. Barnes, academic principal of Jefferson Houston Pre-K through 8 school, wrote, as an administrator, it is refreshing to have honest conversations with an emerging leader. I always know Ms. Quinn will reflect on a topic and come to the table with multiple solutions for how to improve the issue at hand. She makes those around her think deeply and critically about what is best for our students. Teresa Wills, PhD, assistant professor at George Mason University, says not only does FAR reflect deeply about the mathematics of her lessons, but she regularly creates and shares new curriculum that relates to the unique experiences of each of her students. These lessons are deeply mathematical, use a variety of representational thinking and conceptual understanding, but more importantly, bring social justice issues to the foreground. Holly Tate, instructional mathematics coach at Ferdinand T. Day Elementary School, recognizes Far Quinn as a gifted, selfless, and dedicated teacher and learner who continues to build her practice through exploration in anti-racism, equity, and creating the space for all of her middle school students to act as knowers and doers of mathematics. Congratulations, Ms. Farr. The 2022 high school winner is Nicole Justice from L.C. Byrd High School in Chesterfield County Public Schools. Ms. Justice wrote, "She reminds students that it's okay to make mistakes. Just keep trying and do not give up. She strives to have as many engaging and collaborative lessons as possible so that her students fall in love with math." Adam Griffin, assistant principal at L.C. Byrd High School, wrote, "The things that stand out head and shoulders above the crowd about Ms. Justice are that she not only accomplishes the ability to create community, instruct the most difficult students in subject, and commit to personal growth to best meet the needs of her students, but she does so at the very highest level." The senior coordinator of mathematics, Rhonda White, emphasized Ms. Justice's realization that as an educator, we can positively impact students' lives. She is devoted to identifying and eliminating any obstacle to help students improve in math and in life. Her determined nature, positive mindset, and innovative personality allow her to be an effective and talented educator. Dr. Jacqueline McCarty, Mathematics Department Chair, is reminded daily of Ms. Justice's spirit as she rereads the inspirational message written on a Post-it note stuck to her office door. "Good morning. It's going to be a great day." Congratulations, Nicole. The 2022 Math Specialist Award winner is Kate Rossioli from Nabisco Elementary School in Prince William County Schools. Ms. Rossioli is an advocate for hands-on learning as well as ensuring students have access to manipulatives for discovery and exploration in order to experience the why of the math. Ms. Asmahan Jackson, Elementary Math Administrator Coordinator for Teaching and Learning, wrote, "Ms. Rossioli is a hardworking educator and lifelong learner. It is important to her that all students have an equal opportunity to experience math and grow throughout their school year. She makes sure that she provides all the support she can to support higher engagement learning activities and experiences that support this goal." Brooke Saunders, a fourth grade teacher, explains, "Ms. Rossioli has successfully challenged the staff's preconceived ideas of what a math classroom should look like and reconstructed the way math is taught at the school. She is a math leader, but also a school leader. Kate also works to make the school atmosphere positive by implementing staff activities and competitions. She is a bright, positive presence in the school, and I can speak for everyone and say Nabisco is lucky to have her." Chris Sang, principal at Nabisco Elementary School, commends her work as being a mindset shift for several teachers in terms of shifting from a teacher-led and teacher-directed classroom to one which is student-centered and student-led. Ms. Rossioli has done an outstanding job supporting our teachers and developing their content and pedagogical knowledge and providing professional development. Congratulations, Kate. At this time, I would like to congratulate all of our 2022 Educators of the Year awardees.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Debbie Delosier, and I'm a mathematics specialist with the Virginia Department of Education. One of my duties includes serving as the math coordinator for the Presidential Award for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching. It's my pleasure to be with you tonight to recognize two of Virginia's finest elementary mathematics teachers. These educators have been selected by a group of your peers as the 2022 Virginia State level finalists for the Presidential Award, often referred to as PAMPS, if you've not heard that before. For those of you who are unfamiliar with the PAMPS program, it was established in 1983 and is administered by the National Science Foundation on behalf of the White House Office of Science and Technology. The Presidential Awards for Excellence in Mathematics and Science Teaching are the highest honors bestowed by the United States government, specifically for K-12 science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and/or computer science teaching. The program identifies outstanding teachers from each of the 50 states and the 4 United States jurisdictions. The award recognizes those teachers who have both a deep content knowledge of the subjects they teach and the ability to motivate and enable students to be successful in those areas. The PAMST awardees serve as models for their colleagues and are leaders in the improvement of STEM education. One year, the award goes to an outstanding teacher in K through 6, and the next an outstanding teacher in grades 7 through 12. In fact, you may have seen in the news last week that the state awardees for 2019 and 2020 were honored in Washington, D.C. In fact, I think Tracy Curcio is with us tonight. She was recognized as the 2020 Elementary Virginia State PAMST awardee. So congratulations again, Tracy. It was great to see you online tonight. But tonight we are celebrating our newest state level finalists. And it's my honor tonight to recognize Damien Ater and Sarah Flippen as the 2022 PAMP state level finalist for the Commonwealth of Virginia. Damien is are we doing Sarah first? Okay, Sarah, sorry, thought we were doing Damien first. Sarah may or may not be online with us. I know she lives northeast of Richmond and also is having a storm as I am. But Sarah is a kindergarten teacher at Madison Elementary, located in Caroline County. She has a passion for working with elementary age students. She is regarded as an exemplary teacher in both content knowledge, instructional delivery, instructional planning, and professionalism. And she was awarded Teacher of the Year for her school in 2020. Ms. Flippen is respected by colleagues in her school as well as division-wide, as she serves in various leadership roles that include planning for and facilitating professional learning communities, sharing effective strategies with other educators, facilitating professional learning sessions that are centered on mathematics to her grade level team, to the school, to division colleagues, and helping to lead student academic performance discussions in order to provide effective instructional practices. Ms. Flippen instills a love of learning in her students and is described by her peers as having a passion for supporting student achievement, as well as students' best interests, keeping students' best interests at heart always. So congratulations, Sarah, as being named one of the state level finalists for this year. Our second state level finalist is Damien Ater. Damien teaches grades 3 through 6 mathematics at Armstrong Elementary in Reston. He exemplifies the highest standards of teaching and learning mathematics and is described as a change agent for students, really impacting the way that they see themselves as mathematicians. Mr. Ater strives to teach the curriculum in a manner that's coherent, connected, and relevant to his students. His students take ownership of their learning, and they believe that they are capable of understanding math at high levels. He has a gift for creating a classroom environment that supports the learning of all students. Mr. Ater's commitment to quality math instruction has positioned him as a leader in mathematics at his school, at the county level, and in the larger mathematics community in elementary education. He has developed professional learning focused on supporting the needs of diverse learners. At the school level, he has organized family math nights and served as the appointed school math leader, mentors his peers and colleagues, shares mathematics resources and strategies. In addition, he creates strong home school partnerships that allow for a level of student support that can have a dramatic effect on his students. Mr. Ater is a lifelong learner with an infectious passion for mathematics that captivates his students. He is a revered teacher among his students, parents, and a proven leader in the mathematics community. So congratulations, Damien. We wish you and Sarah the best as the national committee takes a look at your applications and decides who will represent Virginia for the 2022 State Presidential Award for Mathematics and Science Teaching. Thank you both.
So once again, I invite all of our guests and others to unmute themselves, and let's hear it for our Educators of the Year and PAMS finalists. I also would like to encourage you to send a message to any of our grant or scholarship recipients or our Educators of the Year or our finalists through the chat window. I know a lot of you have already been doing that, but if you want to send additional messages, we'll also make sure that they get, that they will see your messages. Before we close tonight's ceremony, I want to reiterate that we have many different opportunities grants, scholarships, awards, professional development, conferences, so much more. And so I hope that if you're not already a VCTM member, those of you who are amongst our already non-members, but if you're interested now, there's information on membership on our website, and it is there, www.vctm.org. I want to do a quick shout out to Ian Schenk, who is our webmaster and who's been helping tonight as well. We also have an address there that if you have questions, or please think about how you could get involved with this vibrant organization that is all about mathematics education, the teaching, the learning, all aspects of it. Please let us know if you'd like to be part of a committee, or if you would like to get involved doing a conference presentation or a webinar presentation. In any sort of way, shape, or form, we would love to have you take on a more active role with our organization. And at this point, I also want to remind you that if you were an award winner or grant person, and maybe there was someone that you really wanted to see this, but maybe they were caught by the storm or whatever, we will put the recording on our website, and you shall be able to get that, I'm sure, within the next week or so. At this point, I want to thank everyone for attending, and feel free to unmute yourself right here at the end if you want to do any other shout outs to our winners. But thank you, and I hope you have a really good rest of the school year if yours is not finished yet, and a restful and engaging summer. Good night.